Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with the one and only light heavyweight Lyndon Arthur. Lyndon, good to be speaking to you. How is the new year treating you?
Yeah, good man. Good. Just chilling. Don't feel a little bit under the weather. got a bit of a blocked nose, but that's about it. I'm all right over than that. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Pleasure to be speaking to yourself. Heading into this new year, we want to start off though with the reflections of last year, specifically first of all the fight with Bivol on the day of reckoning. Before we go into that, you talked about you feeling the under the weather now. There was some whispers and rumors about an injury from yourself going into that fight. What was the case there?
Um, you know what? Just don't know what happened, but something happened to my foot, and yeah, I couldn't walk. Couldn't walk. Obviously, by the press conference, I was limping. I was okay, but a couple of days before that, I couldn't really walk at all.
How did that affect your preparation into the fight?
Um, Obviously, I only had like 4 weeks of hard training anyway. Probably took probably took another few days off of that. Wasn't able to run at all up until about 2 weeks before the fight. It just sounded like I'm making excuses. It is what it is. I took the fight knowing what was up with me, so it makes no difference.
Fair enough. I respect you for that approach to the fight. Into the fight with Bivol, naturally, look, it didn't go the way you wanted. But in your own words, how did you look back on that fight? Have you watched it back?
No, I haven't watched it. I'll probably watch it in a couple of months or something. I don't know. It's hard because I'm always gonna be thinking in my head like, what if I had longer?
Hmm.
What if I had longer? Obviously, I'm in understanding that even with Bivol, even if I had 10 week camp, 12 week camp, whatever, it would have been a hard fight because Bivol is who Bivol is. But it's just a hard one because I'd like to test myself properly at that level with given the full time. But obviously, with certain circumstances, you have to just go in there and take the chance and hope the worst doesn't happen.
Mhm. With what you had going into the fight and the amount of time that you had going into the fight, what was the strategy to have your successes in the ring?
Um, Why I don't know. In my head, it was just obviously Pat had a plan and we had a plan just watching him and stuff like that. But obviously, you get in there. In my head, it was getting there, see what he can give, see what he's gonna see, what's his power like of his punch, what's the pace of the fight gonna be like. We knew he was a boxer, and he was gonna try and outbox me most of the time. And we knew that, so it was just a case of adapting to kind of his style and do what you can while you're in there.
And how hard was he to fight? How hard was he to adapt to?
That's what pisses me off. He wasn't
Hmm.
like it wasn't. And not, this is probably gonna sound stupid because I lost. Um, but again, this is why it knocks me a little bit sick in the sense of I wish I had a full camp. I wish I didn't. um, I wish I didn't. Like in the back of my head, subconsciously, I was thinking, are you going to be fit enough for the 12 rounds? Are you going to be able to punch with him if he goes, kind of thing? So it's just one of them. It's just. Look, I've come off well. Like obviously everyone thought I was going to get stopped. Well, the comments that you see of people is you're going to get stopped early. He's going to do this. He's going to get hammered. He's going to get stopped inside six. He's going to get stopped inside one. He's going to get this, and I didn't. And I was sharp in my defensive skills and stuff like that. So I've come off okay considering.
Did that annoy you reading those comments, people saying that you weren't gonna hang in there?
I don't really watch comments like that, like where it can take effect
Hmm.
and I have emotion to it. So it didn't really bother me like that. But I just thought, all right, let me. It's funny because in the first round, I was thinking just don't get stopped. Just obviously it's Bivol. Like, let's be being realistic. I was going in there against Bivol on 4 weeks' notice with half a camp. You know what I mean? It's like the realism of it is Bivol's that good a person that if you're not sharp here, you can get embarrassed in the first round. That can happen. So be on point. And I just thought to myself, in a sense of not so much I listen to the bad comments, but I'm gonna show them that I'm not, you know, even given the what it was, I'm not gonna get embarrassed and I'm not gonna get stopped.
Can I get a bit more from you in terms of how it was like to fight? What did you feel in those moments where he was trying to put it on you? You were saying your defense was sharp there in those moments in the fights. What did he do well? Do you feel what did you feel where you had moments where with that longer camp
Bivol's,
you could have
yeah, Bivol, look again. Bivol is who Bivol is. He's not classed as pound for pound one of the greatest light heavyweights or best light heavyweights in the boxing business for no reason. He is, and there's a lot of things he was doing in there that was very, like the way he was standing on my foot and the way he was gauging the distance and for everything from range, stuff like that. Very good. Everything very good. But I do believe that given enough time, I'd have given him a much better fight than I did do.
Mhm. I think it was in round 8, there was a body shot you threw and he sort of tracked back for a bit. And that seemed like a moment in time to pounce. Did you feel that was what was happening there?
Yeah, yeah. As everyone else seen it, I seen it in there as well. And I was thinking, do I pounce on him here or is he playing possum kind of thing? And he's just just subconsciously I'm thinking if I go and get on him here and I punch myself out, is he gonna be able to jump on me and just stuff like that? Just subconsciously, just because I'm not at the full camp and stuff like that, I was thinking, I don't wanna gas. Don't wanna gas, I don't wanna gas. It was just but no look, it's happened now and I do think I should have went forward when that happened. But it is what it is.
I can tell obviously the disappointment from you. How have you made peace as much as you can with how it went?
Um yeah, I suppose.
Hmm.
Look, I got back to my son and I got back to my kids and my daughter and my mum and my face wasn't marked up too much and I just done 12 rounds with the pound for pound. Um top five, top three, whatever you want to call him, and I come out of it all right. Not too bad as to what the public, because even though I don't care for bad comments and stuff like that. I'm an entertainer in aspects to I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter, but my life is fighting in regards to boxing. I watch us publicly, so it's and from the fight, even though the outcome came.
There were some other victories for you, and there aren't many people who can say that they fought and had the likes of Ronaldo and Conor McGregor ringside for their fights.
I
And
could hear Connor. I could hear Connor. I could hear Connor. I could hear him speaking. I don't know if he's talking to me or talking. I assume Bivol, because I've seen an interview where he said he wants to see Bivol fight or something like that. But I could hear him saying backhand, backhand. At one time, I threw the backhand. I don't think if he's talking to me though. I could hear him at the side of the ring shouting, and I thought, is he talking to me or is he talking to Bivol? Yeah, but I just did what I heard anyway. I threw it, so I don't know if he was talking to me, but it's a mad experience. It's that's another reason why I took the fight as well when I got to the press conference and I seen how big of an event it was.
mm,
It's like this event's not gonna come around ever again. Like I'm gonna say that. I mean, like in the thing that Eddie Earn and Frank Warren worked together for the first time. Joshua and Wilder on the same bill, not fighting each other. Crazy. The fights: Parker versus Wilder, Joshua versus Wallen, Japatai versus Sorrow. Ergovic, Kaya Bell.
Hmm.
His name, I think I pronounced his name like that. The whole lineup to be involved and be around all them fighters and just be in Saudi Arabia and around it all and to see Saudi Arabia for the country that it is. It was yeah, it was too much of a bigger situation to turn down.
I appreciate and I respect that. Lyndon, a couple of things away from yourself before I bring it back to you. This week we have Beterbiev and Callum Smith in the ring. As that fight's gotten closer, who are you siding with to get the victory?
Do you know what? I've Callum Smith's an amazing fighter. Um, but Beterbiev, I think you put up there. You know what, Callum? I don't know, man. Look, if anyone's gonna do it and do it at the time now, it probably could be Callum.
Hmm.
I think it depends how much Beterbiev's got left. I think everyone looks at Beterbiev and sees him as just a come forward like brawler, like gonna take you out, but he's actually very smart in there. Through sparring with him, I noticed. I learned that. Sorry, um, he's not just a come forward. He's not just a stupid fighter. But neither is Callum. And they both had long careers and both had a lot of fights. Interesting. I do believe if Beterbiev's got obviously the age that is, if he's got anything left, it's going to be a hard night for Callum. But if Callum beats him, it will not be a surprise. I don't believe.
Having been in the ring with Bivol now for 12 rounds, does the winner of that fight, whoever it is, beat Bivol?
No, I don't believe so.
Hmm.
I've said this before. I fought him. No, I'm not. This is not just now. This is not just because I don't believe so. I think Bivol he's been my favorite fighter for a while now. I think his only problem is he don't hit hard enough
Hmm.
to deter Beterbiev going in. I don't. It's hard, but he can box like shit. So it'll be a battle of the elites.
There was another big fight announced recently in AJ versus Ngannou. Just your thoughts on that one?
I think AJ wipes the floor with him. I don't think AJ will take the fight. Do you know what? A lot of people are taking the things away from Ngannou at the same time, though, talking about his the what he did to Fury and blah 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 blah. But that's not. I didn't. What I didn't know is he'd been a kickboxing champion before he was MMA. In the UFC,
Hmm.
and he was good with his hands anyway. So he has got a bit of experience. I know kickboxing is not boxing, but he did that. It's not like he's. I know it was his first boxing fight, but it's not like he's like really like away from it. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's not like he just walked into a boxing ring. He's been in a boxing ring and he's good with his hands. Anyway, he was, but I also don't think Tyson Fury took it as serious as he could have done. I think Tyson Fury will beat Usyk.
Hmm.
I'm assuming he'll have a rematch. I think he'll beat him again, and I think Joshua might be totally wrong here, by the way, but it's my opinion. I think Joshua will knock out Ngannou, and I think that fight between Fury and Joshua then's 10 times bigger
Hmm.
because he's beat Usyk and he's beat Ngannou, who a lot of people think beat Fury. It's just all money. It just all sounds like money to me. And I'm here for it. I hope they all make multi millions. And they are going to. But yeah, I think Joshua beats Ngannou. I think he knocks him out.
Bringing this back to yourself, you want to move forward now and get this year rocking and rolling, an active year. What's the plan for yourself in terms of your next fight out?
The boys behind me are sorting it out as we speak. I'm in good hands. My management team, my promotional team, I'm in good hands. And what will be. I'm looking forward to this year.
Mhm. Lyndon, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. You're in good hands, but you've also got a good attitude, a good head on your shoulders too. Looking forward to seeing you back in the ring, and thank you so much for speaking to Seconds Out. We'll catch up very soon.
Problem. Thank you very much.